Valentine's Day isn't just about love and roses. It has a fascinating history behind it. Test your knowledge with this quick trivia quiz and see how much you really know. Let's begin. What date is commonly celebrated as Valentine's Day? February 14th. Is Valentine's Day a public holiday in most countries? No. What color of rose symbolizes romantic love and passion? Red. In Roman mythology, who is the god of desire and affection? Cupid. Who is Cupid's mother in Roman mythology? Venus. What is Cupid called in Greek mythology? Eros. What phrase is linked to Valentine's legendary final note? From your Valentine. What non-chocolate candy is most popular on Valentine's Day in the US? Conversation hearts. Which US city is famous for Valentine remailing with special postmarks? Loveland, Colorado. Which company introduced heart-shaped chocolate boxes in 1861? Cadbury. Which ancient Roman festival is linked to Valentine's origins? Lupercalia. On which dates was Lupercalia celebrated? February 13th to 15th. Which pope abolished Lupercalia in 496 AD? Pope Gelasius I. In one tradition, Valentine was bishop of which Italian city? Terni. Which emperor allegedly banned marriages in a Valentine legend? Claudius II. How many early Christian martyrs named Valentine are recorded? Three. Which English poet linked Valentine's Day to romance in the 1380s? Geoffrey Chaucer. Which poem helped popularize Valentine's romantic association? Parliament of Fools. Which 15th century letter is the earliest English Valentine? Marjorie Brews to John Paston. Which French noble wrote a Valentine poem in the Tower of London? Charles I, Duke of Orleans. Which Dublin church displays Valentine relics? Whitefriar Street Carmelite Church. What cave is tied to the mythic she-wolf of Rome? The Lupercale. In which century did printed Valentine cards spread widely in Britain? Nineteenth century. Which 1840 reform boosted Valentine card sending in the UK? Uniform penny post. Who is called the mother of the American Valentine? Esther A. Holland. When did Hallmark begin producing Valentine's Day cards? (1913). What were sarcastic 19th century cards called? Vinegar Valentines. Which saint group is Valentine also patron of? Epilepsy and beekeepers. In which Shakespeare play is Valentine mentioned by Ophelia? Hamlet. Who invented Conversation Hearts candy? Oliver Chase. What is March 14th called in Japan? White Day. Who celebrates Black Day in South Korea? Single people. What is the Welsh Valentine's Day called? St. Dwinwin's Day. In Finland and Estonia, Valentine's Day is known as what? Friends' Day. Which bird symbolizes Valentine's Day due to mate legends? Dove. What carved wooden gift is traditional in Wales? Love spoons. Which U.S. state grows most domestic roses? California. In XOXO, what does the O represent? A hug. Why did X become linked to kisses in the Middle Ages? Signed and kissed for sincerity. In Victorian flower language, yellow roses symbolize what? Friendship or jealousy? Which TV show popularized Galentine's Day? Parks and Recreation. About how many Valentine's cards are exchanged yearly worldwide? About 1 billion. What is Brazil's June 12th love celebration called? Dia dos Namorados. Roughly what fraction of annual flower sales are for Valentine's Day? About 1/3. Where does "wear your heart on your sleeve" originate? Medieval jousting. Which country sends anonymous joke letters called gekkebrev? Denmark. What was a Valentine writer in the 18th century? A booklet of sample messages. Which scientist was born on February 14, 1859? George Washington Ferris. Which bird was sacred to the Greek goddess of love? Swan or dove? Which Roman basilica displays a flower-crowned skull of Saint Valentine? Santa Maria in Cosmedin.